What's happening, man? This is Daniel, Booby, Gibson. If you want to win, put Booby in and you tuned into the real deal with Akil.
See the jersey. See the jerseys.
Yeah.
See the jerseys.
Swag.
Real deal with Akil. We're going to end this 2017 off with a bang.
Yeah.
Had this off for like 6 months.
Really?
And I told myself I want to end this year off 2017 with a bang.
Yeah.
You
got the right one, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Booby Gibson, man.
Yeah.
H-Town. Jones High School.
Yes, sir.
UT. Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cavalier.
Yeah.
Now you're doing music.
Yeah.
And I grew up, like I said, I'm a sports fan. I grew up on the Jones High School. I remember the state championship.
Yeah.
I remember that game. UT. Even though I'm a Duke fan.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm a Duke fan.
It's all
you know,
good. It's a lot of Duke fans out there. You know what I'm saying? They all front runners to me, but it's cool.
Yeah, so I had to bring you on. You know, all the women love you. The women love you, man.
I appreciate that.
One day I told myself one day I want to be the sexiest journalist alive.
You want to be the what?
The sexiest journalist alive. I want to be able to be on GQ.
Yeah.
Man of the year.
Do your thing, man.
You know.
The door is open.
For sure. But I'm going to ask you this. The basketball career. Let's go back to UT. Because you was on the same team with Aldridge, right?
Marcus Aldridge, PJ Tucker, Brad Buckman. That was the squad.
Brad Buckman, boy.
Yeah, we was number 2 in the country. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that at one point, and then y'all played Memphis in the tournament.
Yeah, well, we went to the Elite Eight that year. We lost to Big Baby and Tyrus Thomas in the game to go to the Final Four.
I remember. Yeah, LSU. I mean, they knocked off Duke that year.
Double overtime. It still hurt. I work out with Big Baby to this day, and I look at him like, bro, because they went play the second game. They went play Duke, and then get drawn by 30. I'm like, man, we could have got out there. You feel me? But you know, we live and we learn. And
then we go to Cleveland. I know you still. I'm pretty sure you still get hit to this day about that game.
Yeah, I mean the thing about it, man, that game 6 Eastern Conference Final game, it pretty much like made things legendary for me in Cleveland, because that was like the first time that the Cavs had ever went to the finals, and that was the first time Bron went to the finals too.
And you was a rookie.
And so I was a rookie, and so when I go there now, they treat me like we getting ready to go to Game 6. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was just one of those moments I never forget, because that's the mark of my my NBA career.
Because it's wild. You had a 4-year run at Jones, 2 years at UT, 1 year, then that 7-year stretch. Because after you left UT, you got drafted to Cleveland. Yeah, you went to the finals. Yeah, and you played like a big part, especially in Game 6.
It to me, I mean, people don't. When you look at professional careers, people don't understand that aspect of it. Like for me, I went from state championship to Elite Eight to the finals. And for me, that was when I was my healthiest, as far as my body and being able to really play at the level I wanted to play. So that time in my life, as far as the athletics go, as far as playing ball, that was the height of my career. And so when I look back at it, that was the most fun time for me with the hoop.
Because that season, just talk about that. Let's talk about that season right there.
What's that?
That year in 06, because 07, I want to say.
Well, to start that season off, man, was what a lot of people really don't know was I put a lot of faith in the Cavs. Because I only did 2 workouts. Of course, I worked out for the Rockets first. That was just to get my feet wet. But then when I went to the Cavs to work out for the Cavs, my grandmother had passed away maybe a year before that.
And you was real close to her.
It hurt me, because I was like, I'm going to the NBA, and I want my grandma to see me go to the NBA. So that was my driving force. And so when she passed away, I didn't know how to take it at that time. I felt like I wanted her to experience it with me. And so with that workout, man, I go to the workout, and it's just an unbelievable work. It's like Game 6 in the workout. I'm making every shot. It was me, Kyle Lowry, Rajon Rondo, all these guards that had been picked ahead of me. I mean, by, the experts. And so, you know what I'm saying? And so I go in there, man, I shoot lights out. And when I'm leaving, Bron is actually there in the gym. And so when I'm leaving, I could feel, the energy, everybody, shock, surprise. And so I sat down with Mike Brown. I actually That's another funny story. I go sit down with Mike Brown. I sit in his seat on accident.
Yeah.
I was nervous. I
So you nervous doing the workout?
Nah, the workout over with. I had a crazy workout. But now after you work out, you have like where you sit down with the head coach and they do like, they ask you questions or whatever. And that's when I got a little nervous or whatever. Because you want to do good in those because that kind of, all of those scouts, they talk to each other and they pass that stuff around. You don't sit down with everybody.
Yeah.
And so I sit in his chair and right away he was like, I had no idea. And what the vibes I got from there, I was like, you know what, man? I'm shutting it down. Yeah. This is, to me, will be the best opportunity for me to be successful in the NBA. And so if they don't draft me, I'll probably work out, for some other teams and figure it out.
Yeah.
But this is where I want to play it. So I put all my eggs in that basket, man.
Just because it was LeBron, was LeBron like the main factor why he was play?
Oh yeah, the fact that he was there and the fact that I kind of knew him before that because we had kind of played on the same AAU circuit, like coming up. So he kind of already knew what I had to offer. And like my second year in college, I had the year I had my first year. Yeah. So like my stock wasn't as high as it was. So going into the draft, it was a little different. And so I just put all my eggs in that basket, man. And when I'm sitting on the couch, it's like 40. They had 2 picks here. They took Shannon Brown with the first pick. They should have took that pick, but they took him with the
Shannon Brown.
That's my dog. They took him with the first pick, and then I'm sitting on the couch, man. They go 40-41, and then my phone run. Yeah. I was in South Park in the hood. I was in South Park.
Chilling.
Man, I walk outside, man. I just started brushing tears. You know what I'm saying? Just looking up at my grandma because I feel like she was a part of that workout. You know what I'm saying? I felt like she gave me that fire I needed to play above my level so that I would be in that situation. And that's how that whole thing started. So it was the foundation of me playing for the Cavs was already super solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's in that playoff series against Detroit because the year before that, Cleveland lost. Mm-hmm. And I was hurt. I said, I'm a huge LeBron fan. Yeah. I was hurt. But then, Game 5.
Yeah. Would he go for like
oh, my God. 29 last 30.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to see. Well, of course, you're going to probably know. Who was that one person that scored that 1 point?
I don't know.
You still don't remember?
I don't remember, but I'm looking. It might have been me. But I'm looking.
I actually found out who it was
a
couple of years ago. I'm going to give you 2 tries. So remember that team.
Z?
Nah.
Wasn't Big Z?
It wasn't Big Z.
Drew Gooden?
There you go.
Was
Drew Gooden.
Yeah.
Drew Gooden scored that 1 point on free throw.
Man, but that what's crazy is when the game is going on, we don't even realize what he doing.
Yeah.
To like when he go to the I think it's the second overtime. And we just like, man, ain't nobody else. But he had that look in his eye coming to the bench. Like, but when he get like that, it ain't really nothing nobody can do.
Yeah,
it ain't nothing nobody can do.
You know what sucks? That's a true story. That game was going on. I took a nap the whole game. Yeah. That whole way, I woke up. I watched Inside the NBA. Charles Barkley just like amazed the way. I'm like, what the heck just happened? I hope he won.
You missed the game, bro.
I missed it.
Man.
I was asleep. I was like 11 years old. I was asleep. I was knocked out.
Okay.
So I woke up. Charles Barkley just amazed at what happened. So I'm thinking, okay, I hope it's about Cleveland.
Yeah.
And then they said video game. I said, okay, he must have did something spectacular. I went back and looked at it. I said,
he went
29
nuts.
over 30.
He went nuts. And after the game,
that was his Boston Celtics game before the Boston Celtics in 2012.
After the game, he was like, he told me, Danielle Marshall, guys that knock down shots. He was like, y'all be ready because next game, what I'm saying, they gonna double. I'm sure they're gonna try to get the ball out of my hands. Y'all just be ready to knock down shots. Yeah. I don't think he knew I was gonna be the one to like step up and make shots the way that I did, but thank God that's how that went.
I was so hyped. I was like, damn. Oh my God, everything was going the baseline 3 in front of the bench, in Detroit bench. Going to the lane. I remember that game like it was yesterday.
The bench reaction though to them threes in the corner is the best. When you see how like they heart dropped and how they felt as I was knocking them jumpers down, that's the best feeling.
That
right
game
there.
was so high. I was like, dog. Damn, Gibson just went off. LeBron was gonna be the guy, of course, but I was trying to. I was nervous because I'm like, dog, Cleveland needs to go to the final.
Because you at that point, Larry Hughes was hurt.
Yeah.
Z was hurt. Like our team was pretty much depleted at that point, and so we didn't really know where the points was gonna come from. But I was if you look back at that series, I was getting more comfortable every game.
Yeah.
Like, I make more shots this game. I get more minutes.
Yeah.
Because the thing about him playing me that game with Chauncey Billups, Tayshaun Prince, Richard Hamilton, them matchup problems, because all of them want to post you up.
That was the end of that Detroit era. Because you had...
So now when I go to Detroit, that's a problem too. They love and they hate me at the same time.
Man, I can't even imagine. How you feel when people say that roster? Because eventually I got spoke about the Spurs.
Yeah.
But how you feel when people say that's the second, probably the worst finals roster of all time?
Those are people that don't understand how hard it is to make it to the finals. You could say, you said to say that the second worst finals roster of all time is still saying those are the best 12 players, 24 players in the world. It was only 24 players left in the world, the best players in the world. So if we the worst player, if we the worst, second worst of those rosters, we still one of the greatest basketball players to play the game. You know what I'm saying? So I don't take no type of offense to it. And the fact that we lost so many people just getting to the finals, that just goes to show the greatness of LeBron. And to me, it was the greatness of that city, man. Them boys was there.
How is he off the court, LeBron? Because now social media's there. He's social and everything.
He always been like that. Bron a big ass kid, man.
Yeah.
He having fun. He with the jokes. He's serious when it comes to playing basketball. He's serious about the game of basketball.
Yeah.
But he love to have fun. He just like anybody else, man.
Yeah.
He just blessed to be 6'8", 250.
LeBron versus MJ, what's up?
I mean, we could talk
LeBron
about
versus MJ, what's up?
MJ is the greatest basketball player of all time. LeBron James is the greatest athlete. He the greatest specimen. He the greatest, like, if he put his head down, it ain't nothing you could do. But see, Mike was 6'6". Mike gonna cross you, step back, fade on you. That's a basketball move. Bron gonna jump from the free throw line, and everybody just gotta watch him because they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's a difference. I compare the way Bron plays more to Magic Johnson than I do to Michael Jordan.
He has his own category.
Yeah.
Basically.
But if we talking basketball, like the game of basketball, like the art of making jump shots and crossing over and making basketball moves, Mike is poetry in motion, man. Sometimes I dream. Yeah, bro, ain't got none of those. Bro, ain't got a song yet.
I'm gonna hit it like this because I'm a millennial.
Yeah.
I seen MJ. I cried with MJ last game against Philadelphia. I cried.
Yeah.
I was hurt when MJ retired. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna get in depth in detail.
Yeah, let's go.
So I'm gonna say LeBron. I'm gonna make the case for LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
The way he just, not even just the way he had pressure. He has pressure every single game when he's up on the court. It could be game 5 of the season.
Yeah.
To me already 28, 7-7 career. He's a year 15. He's doing this.
He better.
You know how bad it is right now? They are comparing. They trying to say that KD passed LeBron. In the NBA world, I just told somebody this. In the NBA world, technically the guy that's in like year 9, year 10, supposed to pass a year. It's not even supposed to be a discussion.
Not at all.
You wasn't hearing people say about Hakeem or Kareem or somebody who was older.
Not even Jordan. You know, people is making it's like he's supposed to pass on LeBron. It's like it's still a gap. Yeah, Bron is a freak of nature. You know what I'm saying? He's a God-given. You know I guess whatever he did, he was gonna do what he doing. But yeah, he's an unbelievable.
And even though he's 3-5 in the finals and Jordan 6-0.
Yeah.
The teams LeBron played, that 07, that 08 Spurs.
Yeah.
You got the Golden State Warriors.
Right.
That's harder than any team MJ played. If you think about it, like KD, Steph, and Clay.
But see, that's why I don't. People like to throw the ring thing in there to try to make it an argument, but
I hate that argument. It's so generic. Yeah,
there's so many factors that go into like what you just said to why Jordan might have been 6-0 in the finals and Bron might be 3-5. Like I go straight to the players, like just the players alone. Like they both are the greatest of all time, easily.
Top 2.
But you know what I'm saying? But just when I think about Mike, man, and you know, I'm a jump shooter too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like just
you're gonna love to play with LeBron more than MJ. since you had
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you know he gonna get you that rock.
Now, Bron is the greatest teammate of all time. If we still going, he fill
So
a whole lot of categories, man.
So unselfish.
Listen, I don't make the money I made. I don't get the contracts I make without LeBron James on my team.
Yeah. And LeBron, the player, he gave power to the players. He changed the game forever. With people now, people's getting $200 million contracts because of him.
Yeah,
you know, they building the NBA is revolved around him. Golden State was made because of LeBron James.
This is a fact.
Dude, Superman.
Yeah,
dude, Superman.
It ain't even no question. Yeah,
they have MJ. You know, they didn't have
and
MJ
And the thing about the whole thing, I feel like people don't give LeBron his credit because he's been great for so long. Boys and got used to how great he is.
It wouldn't have felt so bad. If he was 8-0 in the finals, oh my God, brother, dog.
They done got so used to his greatness that he'll go out there and get 35, 12, and 15. They'll be like, that's cool. That's all right. Just another game.
Then they'll speak on one play. He ain't do good.
Yeah,
they gotta find something about this, man.
I agree, but when you great, that's how it go.
That's how it is. Yeah. So I'm gonna go back and flash. I'm gonna ask you this one question: did you keep it with high school basketball after you left, like Houston?
Oh yeah,
like Yates 2010.
Yeah,
Yates 2010. Or St. Vincent St. Mary, who will win?
Man, I'm not one to ever count Bron out.
Yeah,
I played with him. I seen like whenever you ready to count this man out, he do it.
Yeah, he
make it happen. He win the game. So I would never bet against Bron. Even though I'm from the city, even though I'm from the hood, I stayed in Third Ward. You just can't ever bet against Bron, man.
All right, so I'm gonna do this one since it's Houston. Since I'm from Mo City.
What you got? Willow Ridge.
20. I knew. You already knew already.
Because I played him. I played against him.
2000 Real Ridge or 2010 Yates.
Ooh.
That's that's a scary. That's scary.
But because I played against him, Willow Ridge, man, with TJ, Daniel
Ewing.
Oh my God, they was a college team playing high school ball, man. All them boys went D1.
And what happened to Jones? Like Jones is like they don't make Jones. They don't have Jones no more, right?
They shut the whole thing down.
What was the reason? You know, like, do you know the reason behind it?
I mean, it's a lot of variables that go into it. Even when I was there, it wasn't like the best situation. So I don't know the exact reason of why they shut it down, but
I was like, damn, Jones, but then
one of those things.
Yates. And they messing around with Yates right now. And Real might be gone.
Yeah.
That's just the most. People ain't gonna understand watching this. They ain't gonna understand. So we're gonna get to we're gonna keep talking about your career. You abundantly like retired out of nowhere.
You said what?
You retired out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, I really never retired. Yeah.
You just walked away from the game almost.
Yeah.
So I was trying to figure out what was going on. Then of course a couple of articles came out saying why you retired.
Which I hate because people like to publish stuff that they don't know nothing about. They like to assume and make assumptions when they really don't know what's going on. And so to clear up everything, I never retired. What happened was I broke my ankle the year before my last year. So I tried the next year I came back, I played through it. Mm-hmm. And what a lot of people don't know about my career is there was a lot of seasons that I played with heavy injury. Yeah. But it wasn't an injury that take you out.
When did it start?
Probably when I missed when we played against the Boston Celtics and I separated my shoulder in the Eastern Conference Finals or whatever.
20.
We played when it was Rondo and Garnett.
Oh, 2010?
Yeah.
Okay.
I separated my shoulder. So that's pretty much when a lot of my injuries started. And so with that, man, I'm a competitor at the highest level. Like I dive on the floor, I run through a wall, whatever. And in that situation, if I can't compete at the level that I want to compete at, if I can't, when I get on the court, if I don't feel like I'm putting my best product out there on the floor, I'm not going to feel fulfilled. Yeah. And that's what a lot of people didn't understand. So after I broke my ankle, when I was trying to come back, I ended up tearing cartilage under my right knee while I was trying to come back. Then I did something to my back a little bit after that. So this is like 1 year try to come back. You tore. That's when I tore the tendon in my foot. So now trying to jump and shoot and everything, it's a little different.
Yeah.
And so
now you separated your shooting shoulder.
No, it was my left shoulder.
Okay, your left shoulder. Got you.
Yeah, your left shoulder. So all these things come together, and as an athlete, you then start to ask yourself like, can you still be the same player? Can you still make the same type of impact that you want to make? Mm-hmm. I'm not the type of guy, I don't care how much money you paying me. I'm not about to sit on your bench and cheer. That's just not me. A lot of people
That's not in your.
A lot of people are good with that. They gonna sit there and they gonna collect their check and they gonna do what they do.
Just been on top since high school, UT.
I'm a full blown competitor. You know what I'm saying? And when I realized that I wasn't gonna be able to do what I wanted to do at the level I wanted to do it, I chose not to retire, but to do something else that I'm really fucking good at.
Yeah.
Which is right. Mm-hmm. A lot of people turned that into rap or music, but that's not where it started. I write children's books that I take to his school all the time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I publish all kind of work. And so for me as a writer, transitioning into music was just the next step once I learned music.
Yeah. So you got into music. Did you always? Because you always probably listen to music, like rapping.
I always wrote flows. I always freestyled. I always
got in the locker room freestyling.
If you ask anybody if you ask guys that's in the league about they played on my teams, as far as like what I can do when it comes to music, they know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not a shock to those guys. Yeah. And so for me, it was just one of those things where you got to ask yourself, like, what's next? Mm-hmm. And for every athlete, what a lot of people don't understand, a lot of people forget, is that window is so small for all of us. Like, from about 21, if you lucky, to about 33. Yeah. That's all you got to make as much money as you can make. Yeah. And after that, how many guys that play in the NBA do you not hear nothing about and don't nobody care nothing about? I just talked to you about Vernon Maxwell. Yeah. I talked John Starks, Chris Childs. On all these teams, all these beloved athletes, when they done, don't nobody care. You know what I'm saying? And so as athletes, we got to protect ourselves. Yeah. And we can't get so caught up in playing basketball, because I left everything I had on the court. Yeah. But you also have to understand that as a man, it don't stop right there. Yeah. He's 7. He's still looking at me for inspiration and what he wanted, what he's gonna aspire to be and what he can learn from. You know what I'm saying? And so I made a conscious decision to say, I'm blessed with a whole lot more than just basketball. You know what I'm saying? I'm a talented individual, and so with that, why not break the mold of what they try to tell you can and you can't do? As an athlete, if you try to do anything outside of basketball while you playing, they label it as a distraction. Oh, he's not distraction. He's not focused. Yeah. But when you're done, like I told you, they don't care. And so for me, man, it was just a decision that I gradually moved into. I hate that because I stopped playing and I didn't say what it was exactly that I was doing, because I was still figuring that part out. Yeah. That people tried to say that it was this or that it was that. Nah, I'm a writer, and I love to write. I love music. I've turned that into something that I've become really good at because I've been able to spend more time with it. Yeah. But it's just about me being me and just living life, and that's pretty much what happened with the end of my basketball career. It was something that I had to deal with personally. I was going through my divorce at the same time with everything that I was dealing with my body, and so why not, if you have an ability to write and express those thoughts and put them on paper? I'd be doing God a disservice if I didn't use all my talents and give them to the world. You feel me? Right. And so that was pretty much how that went down.
So if a team called like Golden State, you fit that team, and they hit you up and say, "Hey, we need you to come." Would you make that? Or even Cleveland?
If I was in shape. But see, the thing about it is, what's happened during those times is every time I've gotten to the point where I'm like, oh yeah, if a team called, I'm ready. Yeah. Something else will happen. Yeah. And so it's like just right now, I told you I had the knee thing. I actually went played and I played with Master P like a couple days ago. And,
Master P still hooping?
Nah, not with him. He was coaching.
Oh shoot! Soul Brothers trying to get on that court.
Nah, they basically like find ways for like Carlos Booz and guys like that. It's perfect. I mean, they find ways for guys to still use their impact and influence to affect the game and all that. So I went down there with them like a week ago, but I still realized that my body ain't the same. Yeah. In terms of what I want to do and how I want to compete and how I want to play, and all this work I've been putting in for the last 6 months, it's still something that I still have to You know what I'm saying? Get better at. So with me, to answer your question, if I was healthy, absolutely, I wouldn't have stopped playing when I stopped.
Exactly.
You feel me? That's the part that kills me, because it's like, y'all think I put all this work in? I spent all this time becoming this basketball player to just say one day, fuck this shit, I'ma just not play no more.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes no sense. But people believe everything that get printed and just make that a fact without ever getting the real story. You know what I'm saying? And so, if I was healthy, of course. But if I can't compete, I'm going to do the next best thing for me. And that's been making music and being on TV.
So how you feel about the NBA right now? I know you still follow it.
I itch because I see how much they love that 3-ball.
Oh.
I be like, man, you know,
right now. Ooh.
You feel me?
Talking like you gonna put up like at least 7 threes a game.
What? I watched the Rockets play. They
gonna put up 130.
Man,
you get like 20 of that.
I watched them shoot that ball, man. But you know, it's just one of them things where you understand and you accept exactly where you at in life and you embrace it. And me still being the competitor that I am, I'm gonna break that mold and I'm gonna show people that there's more to us athletes than just dribbling the basketball. There's a lot of athletes with a lot of God-given talent that's more than just their athleticism. You know what I'm saying? Some of us have a brain that we can use. And I could have went to University of Texas on an academic scholarship too. A lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? And so
that's real. That's solid.
I want to break that mold, man, and just let people see, man, that there's a lot more to us than just basketball.
So the Rockets, how you feel about them this year?
I love him, man. I love D'Antoni. I wasn't saying that much. I was not going that far, but I'm a Rockets fan. You know what I'm saying? But that Golden State team is unfair, man.
Yeah, I know.
They unfair. If they don't break that up, they gonna win as many as they want. If don't nobody get hurt, they got the ideal basketball team. Like teams put super teams together.
Yeah.
But they didn't put a team together with guys that make shots.
And to stop one man, LeBron James.
Look at you.
That's the only reason why they did it. Think about it.
Yeah.
If LeBron didn't beat them, come back from 3-1, they never would have called KD and say, come on.
True.
To stop one. They put a 12-man roster for one man.
This is true.
And you know the talk is out here? Because I don't know how often you come back to Houston.
Always.
Okay, so you know the talk around here is like,
what's that?
You got people out here that's delusional in Houston that say they're going to beat Golden State. That's wrong.
Oh, they going to give them a good old run. They going to give them a their money.
They'll give them a great 5 game.
You think 5?
4-1.
6.
They going to tear that ass up on that court. Oh, they going to run on their ass all Bay Area and shit.
We'll see next Thursday.
Oh, my God, they going to kill them.
Don't they play Thursday on TNT?
Next week?
Yeah.
They Houston win, I'll give them a clap.
Well, you get the first, a little look at it. You know what I'm saying? You get a little glimpse of what might come.
Talking to Rockets jersey. That's just me. On 2K, I can.
Because I don't know where PG going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Carmelo up again. Like it's a lot of things that can play into what he decided to do. And I know him, D Wade, and Chris Paul. They got that little fraternity where they be making moves that we don't know about. That's how Miami happened. So
I'm looking at it right now. It's like if he goes to the West, the NBA got to make some changes because the East gonna be so bad due to TV ratings.
Right.
I just don't see it happening going to the West. Now, if my theory was if he goes to the West, let's say LA, I throw in Houston, because I don't see him from the Houston. I don't see it.
You just saying that because you such a LeBron fan. It blows your mind to think that this is even an opportunity that he could be playing for the Rockets. That's why you saying that. He could go anywhere though. Bron can go anywhere.
I don't know. It's just, it's crazy. I told somebody this the other day. I said I couldn't see Paul George in OKC, and I couldn't see Chris Paul in Houston.
See,
if he walks in if he goes to the Toyota Center 41 games at home, no, it's not gonna make me sick. But I'm gonna be completely. I'm gonna literally drop my mouth and be like, "Yo,
yeah, it's possible."
Houston.
It's very possible.
The East gonna make some change. They got to make some trades. Have superstars go to the East.
Yeah,
AD to Boston, Cousins to Washington.
Yeah,
you gotta bring some type of balance.
It's very possible, but they all gonna have to worry about them Celtics for a long time.
Oh yeah,
when Hayward come back.
Oh man, that injury was nasty.
Oh
that
injury
was nasty. Let's talk about this music, the entertainment side of Booby Gibson.
Look, you ready? Like, all right, okay, we can talk about it.
Talk about that. We gonna transition. See, I'm not a love and hip hop guy.
Neither was I.
But like, what did that decision come about?
For me, kind of what we talked about earlier. There's a lot of misconceptions about me and what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to just do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to just do it. I feel like when I look at the show, especially the Hollywood, duty. Let me got my little man.
Yeah, it's all good.
When it came to the show, I was like, a lot of people look at love and hip hop a certain type of way, and when on the Hollywood, I didn't see nobody there for men to look at and get anything out of. And so I felt like me being successful with basketball and not getting to a point where I'm transitioning to my music career, I wanted to be completely transparent in what I got going on.
Yeah. And
I feel like that platform, although people have this to say about it and that to say about it and that to say about it, if you dope, if you good, that's the only thing that's gonna matter in the end. It's just a lot of people on there that just don't really got no talent.
Yeah, and they are like almost irrelevant now. Like some people, it's like, God.
But they on the show just to be on the show.
Yeah.
But if the people that actually come on the show with some type of talent and actually have something for to market, normally do good. And so in my mind, I looked at that and I was like, I'm talented and I have an opportunity to go on this platform and let people see me in a different light. See me outside of basketball, see me do something different. Yeah. And so I took it, and it's been working great for me.
Because it's like people remember this version of you and not the basketball version. It's like they don't remember the first side. They don't remember the NBA.
Yeah.
In the basketball career, they know you now for, because, you know, social media.
That's how it go, man.
And it's like,
it's a microwave. Like, people's attention span is like that.
Yeah.
And so that's just how the game go. And with me doing what I do, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with when I go to Cleveland, they treat me like a king based off of my basketball career. Now when I walk through the airport, literally I was in Atlanta, and it was girls crying in the airport. And I was like, really, baby, it's cool. It's a TV show. It's all right. But literally they was crying. I ain't never had nobody cry for the basketball. So it's like, it's a different type of entertainment, but
and
at the same
fame is different.
You know what I'm saying? The fame is different. And but if you talented and you got an opportunity to do things and create and make waves out here, man, you just got to do what you do. And right now I'm just doing what I do, and I just signed on to do it again.
Man, so you're going to do another season. So this gonna be your second season?
Yeah.
So how is it being on the set of Love and Hip Hop? Like, what is the feedback you get from like friends, family?
Initially, it was just like everybody else, like, bro, what is you doing? Like, why are you doing
like,
it?
Shoot, his career's over.
Like, why is you doing this show? It's the same thing. But when I did it, you get it. Because I'm talented. I'm not corny. I'm not like the people that you used to seeing on the show. So that's different. Yeah. And then when you actually hear the product, it's like, oh, snap.
Yeah.
I get it.
You heard they're trying to do Love Hip Hop Houston?
I heard that, but I told them they better. It's Houston too. They better be careful.
Shooting. Yeah. She told me they was shooting. Dog.
You
shooting on set.
Check this out.
God damn.
They call it Houston too now. We ain't finna act like we don't know that certain things be going down out here. Like it's real out here. So if you gonna do a reality show, you gonna get reality.
Oh, can you imagine watching that on TV on the episode? And you hear some gunshots go off. Oh my God.
I'm from South Park. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. They had a lot of people from South Park at casting. So
I can't watch. Me personally, I'm first of all, I don't really watch TV like that. If I watch TV, it's sports.
But see, that's the thing. What I learned is it's two totally different markets that you tap into.
Yeah,
I tapped into a whole different market that I wasn't watching Love and Hip Hop at all. I didn't care to see the show.
Yeah,
but it's a market of 5 to 10 million people every Tuesday that sit down, get their food and get their popcorn and can't wait to come watch that show. And you got to, as an entertainer, you got to respect that and understand that that's another avenue or another way to influence the culture.
And in the music, you have the song I told you about. I heard Nobody Knows.
Yeah.
So what made you put it out this year as opposed to like what was your thought?
Well, see, I what's crazy is I wrote Nobody Knows right when everything was going on with my basketball career and everything that was happening. And so I held on to it for the right time.
Yeah.
And then when I got on the show, I felt like Nobody Knows just kind of talked about everything we talked about. Like how nobody really know what's going on, but they make all these assumptions on what they heard or what they think they might know about you. And so for me, I just wanted to put it all out there. And the biggest thing I try to do is just be completely transparent about everything I'm doing. Like I want people to see me fall because I know I'm going to get back up. I'm a competitor. I'm a fighter. Yeah. And I know at the end of the day, I'm going to get to where I'm going. And I don't mind people seeing my process. I don't mind people seeing me fall to this side or fall. That's life. We all going to go through the same, not the same thing, but we all going to go through trials. So why not be one to stand up and let somebody see you get up so they can get up too? You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of where I'm at with it now. I just want people to, I just want to show people that there's so much more to us, man. We so gifted, man. We just got to go and embrace it and not be afraid of what people that might have been afraid to do what it is they were supposed to do tell you not to do it. Tell you, nah, man, chill. Nah, you chill.
Yeah.
That's not for you. But what's for me is going to be for me, and I'm going to shine regardless. And so that's why I'm on the show. That's why I'm on the show again. That's why I'm going to keep dropping songs. And where there's opportunities to play basketball, I'm going to play basketball. If my body was to heal, I'd play in the NBA. I'm just doing what I do and living my life to the fullest and making sure this little man right here has the best life possible. That's pretty much what my life looks like right now.
And I know you said on the song that you was talking about your grandmother. I think I probably heard it wrong, but I knew you was talking about suicidal thoughts and all that.
Yeah, man.
Was that, you said, I don't know if I heard it right in the song, but you said
now we
somebody in your family was having thoughts too as well.
Yeah, see, my great-grandmother who I talked about who passed away right before I made it to the NBA, her daughter, which is my grandmother, went through some things with a lot of what my family was going through. She contemplated suicide, actually attempted suicide, and when she attempted suicide, she broke her hip and ended up not being able to speak again. So on that verse, I say never spoke again, and I live with a lot of the stuff that people don't know about, and that kind of fuels my fire. And so with everything that was going on, what people don't know, a part that I skipped over when I was telling my story earlier was I too had some of those same thoughts when I couldn't play basketball the way I wanted to play basketball no more. Like when I couldn't make threes and I couldn't dunk no more and I wasn't gonna be in his life every single day. Like I felt like, all right, I'm just going, I'll see y'all later. I did what I was supposed to do. But I had a moment where at the end of the song, I say, I think about that light in his eyes. I think about when you blessed with certain things, you just gonna have to deal with turmoil, adversity. And that's what builds character, and that's what makes us great people. And then those tests become testimony. And then when you break through, now people are inspired. Somebody else might be going through the same thing. Somebody else might be feeling lost and don't know what to do next. You know what I'm saying? And so that's when I felt like my writing could be very, very impactful because I'm able to tell a story like that, and I'm able to say it in a way where you can listen to it and you can feel it, and everybody's not able to do that. So why would I not give that gift to the world too, and not just shoot jump shots? And so, that was a very that song was a difficult song to put out, but I wanted it to be the first song that I put out, so people saw just how serious I was about writing music and just going that life.
Yeah, cause I can relate to you with that because I had that same thought in 2011 because I was playing basketball in high school. I was at Stafford. Playing ball my whole life. Going into high school, I was talented. You know what I'm saying? So I always had this thought, I want to be the best in high school. But my grades kept me back. The grades was like hell for me in high school. That's why I said that was 4 years of hell for me. And I remember I had them thoughts too when I couldn't graduate high school because I didn't walk the stage. I got my diploma late in October. And my family, I had to cry to my mom, like, I have to make that call to my mom saying I'm not going to graduate. People's flying down, because my family from New Orleans, so people's flying down from Atlanta, Kansas, coming from New Orleans. So
real life stuff.
When I got home, my dad, when he was alive, he was saying that basically I'm a failure. I'm this, I'm that. You know, I'm a disappointment. So I'm hearing, I'm like, God, dog, like, man, I go to my room, I'm pissed, I'm crying.
Yeah.
So I had them thoughts. I get on Facebook, I'm making a post. I'm
like
gone.
It's finna be
you know,
you really.
What am I here for? You know what I'm saying? So it's like people can't really hear your cry. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You just keep so much into you, and it's like, man, I'm gone.
Exactly.
So I had them thoughts, but if I had that, I wouldn't be here today.
Yeah.
So I could feel you where you're coming from 1,000%.
And that's when and you develop this fire. You know what I'm saying? You develop this hunger.
Oh
right?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so from that point on, it's like, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
What you gonna say? I don't care. I know what I'm here for. I know what I'm gonna do. I done been to the bottom, face down at the bottom.
Yeah.
I know what that feel like.
Yeah.
I'm good now. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel you.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. It's just like I'm a walking testimony. Like this what it's gonna be.
Yeah, because I like when I had them thoughts, it was.
And I applaud you, bro, because a lot of people, so many people deal with things, especially in the black community, man. They deal with things and don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. But it get heavy sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
You feel me? It get real heavy.
Hell yeah.
And you need to, sometimes all you need to know is somebody else fighting too. That somebody else is fighting too. And when you know somebody else fighting too, you keep going. And sometimes that's all you needed to take one more step. And then when you take that next step, that door open. And then when that door open, everything changed. All you got to do is keep putting one foot in front of the other. But we need people to uplift and inspire and motivate. And I feel like a lot of people love me for playing basketball. But what people don't understand is South Park, don't nobody make it out of South Park and go to the NBA. Oh, yeah. So it's a whole generation of kids. I was walking the other day, he like, boy, you a legend, man, South Park legend. He going to the gym to work out and try to do what I did. That's why I'm here, man. That's why I'm still going and why I'm always go, so I can always be that motivation for the people behind me, the kids behind me to keep going.
I used to hide a lot of things when I was younger. I used to be ashamed of having a 1.4 GPA in high school. I used to be ashamed of telling people, man, I had suicidal thoughts. I was ashamed of those things.
We keep them tough,
but then
man.
it's motivation, like you said, because now this hunger was built so goddamn crazy.
Can't nobody stop it now. What you gonna say now? They can't tell you nothing.
They can't say shit, dog.
Exactly.
2017 sitting here.
Yeah.
You got this going on. You got you sitting across from me like, I didn't think about this 6 years ago. I couldn't imagine back in high school watching you play like, man, I'm gonna talk to this man one day. I never thought I would have that.
And not only we gonna have that conversation, but we gonna relate on a human level. Like, man, adversity, we all face it, but we both right here. We both looking at 2018 like, what's up?
Yo.
And it's finna be a hell of a year, man.
You dropping your project in 2018.
It's finna be a hell of a year. I'ma hold on. This kind of exclusive news. When I played in the Master P game, I ended up playing real good. So after the game, we sit down. He take me. We sit down and eat. And that moment, he go, I ain't know. First of all, I didn't know that you still had it on the basketball court. Secondly, I did not know how talented you were as an artist and as a writer. I didn't know. I assumed what everybody else assumed. You're just a basketball player trying to do music. Once he took a notice in that, man, P was like, I just want to have a hand. I want to have a hand in what you got going on. As far as acting, even loving hip-hop.
Must be smart.
Basketball. I want to have a hand in it all. And to me, like, that's why you do it, man. You keep going, waiting on those opportunities. 2018, man, is going to be.
2018 is going to be crazy.
It's going to be a beautiful year, man.
I told them, I said, man, 2018 is going to be.
It's going to be a beautiful year.
I had this show for 6 months, and it's going the way it's going right now. 2018 is finna.
You gotta speak it, man. You gotta speak it. You gotta live it every morning.
I tell people speaking to existence all the time. Speaking to existence, then it's gonna come true.
Every morning, man, I do my devotion on what I know gonna happen, what I want to happen.
Yeah.
And I work.
For sure.
And I just put the work in.
I tell myself, by the time when I hit 25, I'm gonna be the best host in the city.
Yeah.
30, I'm gonna be the best in the world.
Facts.
35, I'm gonna be the greatest radio host of all time.
That's how you do it.
And that's how we're gonna end this show. Daniel
That's how
Booby Gibson.
If you want to win, put Booby in. Man, yeah, I know what's going on,
For
man.
sure. I appreciate you 1,000% for coming through.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me, man.
Man, real deal with Akil. This is how we end off 2017 with a bang.
Yeah.